and what's her name again?
Jada Pinkett.
Jada Pinkett as Lara Croft
No,
in the
no,
alternative universe.
as G.I. Jane.
Oh, come on.
Wasn't she in G.I. Jane? I thought Chris Rock. Oh, okay, never mind.
They're trying to cater towards a target group that maybe is not there, or the message they have in their movies doesn't connect with the target group, the younger demographic, or even the older ones. They don't connect with everyone, anyone. People don't believe in these stories anymore because they are looking for something else.
Yeah, I think it lost its momentum. And to be fair as well, you need to think about the Uncle Vid period. From 2020 to 2022, a lot of things happened. Do you remember when Black Widow, Scarlett Johansson sued Disney, I believe, because they released it instead of waiting until people were able to go to the cinemas and watch it, they released it on on Disney Plus.
I don't. I recall that there was a lawsuit, yes, but I don't.
Yeah, there was a loss because her. Yeah, because they released it on their streaming on their
Basically, she was not reaching the targets, right?
well, of
The
course not. So she couldn't get paid what she wanted to get paid.
she was doing revenue sharing,
Yeah, and
and
and mind you, the first one did pretty well. The first Black Widow,
yeah, so
and
she was
then
banking on that. Who knows what it would have been?
yeah, it wasn't the best. Black Widow wasn't the best, but I do think that the people were waiting. Maybe it's a strategy thing. Maybe they tried opening. Maybe they tried too many. Try to introduce too many new characters at once, and people were not really feeling it. But what happens is that when people get accustomed to a certain team, and then do you lose certain people, and then you finish it because Iron Man is also gone.
Everyone is gone.
So if you now you're trying to basically introduce something else because the first couple of movies didn't really connect immediately with the existing customers, you started losing them one by one. And the new ones you're dropping isn't seemingly retaining the existing ones nor attracting
No.
enough new ones, which is a very challenging. Maybe we need to accept that they created something that's too big for them to finish strong.
They have not only.
But
I do think they
asi- so the customers, at the end of the day, the customer is never wrong. So if the customer doesn't want to doesn't want to watch you or doesn't want to commit to your movies, you need to ask yourself what the reason is for that, what the reason might be for that. And that can be that can be the narratives that you're trying to push, because every movie has a narrative, a hero narrative, a villain narrative, etc. But it can also be that maybe the cinema generation is slowly but surely.
changing. The problem they'll have is that if that is true, is if that is totally true, right? The cinema is changing. Then you have to offer
An alternative.
series alternatives that also speak to the people who you're catering to, right? You cannot release, for example, and I'm gonna shift from Marvel more to Star Wars, for example. You start strong and then you change the narrative of, let's say, what's the Mandalorian. First season, very good. Second season, they start doing something totally different. Why do you choose to go to you try to create you know that certain narrative doesn't work, so you avoid it in the first season. In the second season you go to the same narrative that doesn't work in the other shows.
Maybe they're A/B testing.
Well, I guess it's not
But
working.
if it's not broken, don't fix it.
He said if it's not broken, they'll fix it. And I think they are trying to fix things that are not broken, or they, and now that everything is broken, now they cannot fix it anymore.
Yeah.
Because the problem is always when once the customer leaves, it's harder to get them back.
Yeah.
It's very
Definitely.
hard.
If it's not a customer, you can still get. A non-customer you can still get, but an existing customer that left, it's more difficult to get. Yeah.
It's very difficult. It's very difficult. And the question, of course, is because let's go back to Marvel and Captain Marvel and the Marvels. One thing that they released a stat for that. The stat says the following: just 90% of the Marvel's audience was between 18 and 24.
How many?
19%.
19%.
So didn't only do bad overall. It also did bad with the people who should be your future audience, the people who you bank on to continue to build upon the
Yeah.
upcoming years.
Is it like are there more segments or is it only until 24? Is it like 25 to 34, for example, as well, or no?
So this is what it is. According to tracking data of the film, just 90% of the opening audience of the Marvels was between 18 and 24. 30% was 25 to 34. By comparison, 40% of Captain Marvel in 2019 was between 18 and 24.
Wow.
So half.
Yeah.
So people went to the movie and maybe they shot their load, literally, in the first movie. People wanted to see something new, went to it, and were like, you know what, man? Ain't nothing here for me. This is not what I want to see.
But we need to be honest as well, right, Kier? If I watch a movie, if I want to watch a hero movie, I think out of out of 10 movies, action movies, one or two has a female protagonist.
At this moment, yes.
No, I'm saying what I like
Mm,
to.
okay.
So why is that? Because I like to watch what I can relate to.
Do you
So
say female or male?
um, out of 10 movies that I watch,
Mm,
action movies with shooting, etc.
mhm.
One or only one or two has uh, have a female as the one
Okay.
doing the
Yeah. Okay. Now
yeah.
I thought I heard something else.
Yeah. So for example, one that I really like is Tomb Raider. I just like Tomb Raider a lot.
Tomb Raider was, I mean, Tomb Raider is a classic. I think our generation loved Tomb Raider, loved Lara Croft,
Yeah.
and what's her name again?
Jada Pinkett.
Jada Pinkett as Lara Croft
No,
in the
no,
alternative universe.
as G.I. Jane.
Oh, come on.
Wasn't she in G.I. Jane? I thought Chris Rock. Oh, okay, never mind.